The apple of love. What does apple of love mean to me? The apple of love means, for sure, first thing comes to my mind is forgiveness. Um, Also, I think the apple of love is just, it's tradition. Ever since I was little, I remember going and doing the apple of love. As a little kid, it was always exciting to take an apple, and as you get older and are an adult, sometimes it's not so fun to take an apple. Sometimes you want to pass the tray and not forgive someone that's hurt your feelings. But it's always been a tradition that I love, and hopefully it's some sort of tradition that I can pass on to my own kids. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for family and for what it means.
To me, it means love. It's a token that someone was trying to give to someone else. Here was a daughter far away. She had nothing else to give but a box of apples. How small is that? And I think for me in my own life, I can think of times where I can use different ways to show my love and appreciation to others. When I think of apple of love, I also think about literally sitting down with everyone and passing the tray around and eating an apple. It's fun. It's fun to see everyone. It's fun to eat the apple and to think, it's okay to show our love every once in a while. That's what it means to me.
Well, for me, the apple of love has meant Christmas every year. Since I was really young, which was a long time ago, my children remind me, we performed the apple of love at every home evening. And for so many years, it was simply take an apple, listen to the story, la-da, and now we forgive each other. But it's grown in importance. Thanks, Aunt Shelley. It's grown in importance as I've gotten older, and it's still something that I look forward to every year. Last year, my family, as we did our Potato Hill hike with Mom and Dad in Argentina, we did the apple of love a little differently. Cody was in charge, and he asked each family, starting with mine, to tell a little bit of the story, kind of like you used to do in elementary school, where the teacher would say, once upon a time there was, and then the next family would add to it. And I have to tell you, it was the most interesting apple of love story. The truth was there, the gist of the story was absolutely spot on, but it was told in such a way that our kids found humor in it, they found the love, and it was a really special opportunity for my brothers and sisters and I to share this tradition. And that's what family's all about, is tradition. And we're only as good as the people before us. So now it's our turn to carry on those traditions. And the apple of love is a story of faith, a story of hope, a story of forgiveness and family. And I'm grateful for that. Merry Christmas, I love you.
Talking about what the apple of love means to me and my family. Uh, when I was younger, I can remember meeting at the old church house on Gilbert and Elliott, and just not just our immediate family, but we invite the Tenney family and everyone to that apple of love, and it was a big event. We really enjoyed, and love seeing all of our cousins. I can remember just a big event, and I can remember that apple of love from then, and every year since then, as the apple as the Lamoreaux family Christmas went on, and it is meaningful to me, and hearing the stories of how the apples got there from, and the whole story is special to me and my family. So, thank you.
Okay, so the apple of love. When I think about the apple of love, what comes to my mind mostly is the story about forgiveness. I mean, we know the story about the apples and how she sent them when she couldn't come, and it was kind of a sign of, hey, I've forgiven for all of the past things that have happened. And that's a touching story and all, but to me, the apple of love kind of is a little more about tradition. The way that I remember things growing up is I always remember doing the apple of love out at Grandma's house. We'd move away all the couches and sit in a big circle, and we'd pass around the plate of apples. And as a little kid, honestly, I had absolutely no idea what the story was about or like what was going on. But I remember, every year we'd sit in that circle and we'd pass those apples around, and I always thought it was cool. And I had no idea why we were even doing it. But as the time goes on and I think about the story more, the story becomes a little bit more important, the story of forgiveness. But what remains most important to me, honestly, is just the tradition of doing it. The tradition of there are some important people in our family and we don't forget them. We remember them, and, we're celebrating their lives by doing this. And so to me, it means more of that, hey, we love our family when we do this. We love our family. And, honestly, in that particular story, it's about forgiveness, but we're not going to forget people. And so we do these traditions so that we can always remember those that we love. That's what it means to me.
So the apple of love to me, what it really means is just forgiveness and really applying the atonement of Jesus Christ in our lives. And it just kind of brings it down to because Jesus Christ, you always look and he's always there forgiving. Same with God, they're always just so forgiving. But this is actually a story where someone is using that forgiveness in their own life of this is how I'm going to forgive you, and how we can really apply that in our lives, so then that way it's a very personal thing. And that's really what the apple of love means to me. So.
When I think of the apple of love, I think of when Grandpa received the box of apples. It's kind of symbolical in our lives. When someone's done wrong to us and our family, we can just push this box of apples away. But when Grandpa opened the apples, it's symbolical of opening his heart back up onto Aunt Ida, so that their family can be happy and eternal.
We're glad you're gathering. Orland and I would love to be there, but we can't, and so we send our love. As far as the apple of love story, it's been a tradition in our family for all these years, and we love it. We tell our kids that it's not nearly as important that they get all the facts right as it's important that they get the spirit of it and feel what Grandpa Tenney was saying to all of us, his posterity. He was saying, repent and forgive, love, live together in peace and harmony, that we can live together forever over there. Keep on a keeping on. Just
So true.
just let's send it forth. Let's not lose one. Let's don't have one empty chair. And the Lord has promised that if we'll not ever give up, He will not. And we know that Grandpa Tenney will never give up. And He loves us, and we love each other. And that's all it takes. And not be judgmental, but to forgive and to repent ourselves. That's the secret. Repent ourselves and give more love. And we send it.